Correct. About 22:46. Hare Krishna. Sameva brahmano bhunte vaste samdadati cha tasyaiva anugrahane grahananam tasyavanugrahenanan yate kshatriyadayaha ameva brahmano bhunte ameva brahmano bhunte vaste samdadati cha tasyaivanugrahanenanam tasyaivanugrahenanam yate kshatriyadayaha eva brahmano bhunte samvaste samdadati cha tasyaivanugrahenanam kshatriyadayaha ameva brahmano bhunte samvaste samdadati cha tasyaivanugrahenanam punjate kshatriyadayaha Tvameva brahmano bhunte samvaste samdadati cha tasyaivanugrahenanam punjate kshatriyadayaha
Sameva brahmano bhunte samvaste samdadati cha tasyavanugrahenanam punjate kshatriyadayaha sameva brahmano bhunte samvaste samdadati cha tasyavanugrahenanam bhunjate kshatriyadayaha.
Hare Krishna. Yes, online anybody wants to chant?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danda Pranam. स्वमेव ब्राह्मणो भुङ्क्ते स्वं वस्ति स्वं दद्
Please,
Yes,
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। स्वमेव ब्राह्मणो भुक्ते स्वं वस्ते स्वं ददाति च तस्यैवानुग्रहेणानं भुञ्जते क्षत्रियादयः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। स्वमेव ब्राह्मणो भुङ्क्ते स्वं वस्ते स्वं ददाति च तस्यैवानुग्रहाणेनानं भुञ्जते क्षत्रियादयः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण स्वमेव ब्राह्मणो भुक्ते स्वं स्वस्ते स्वं ददाति च तस्यैवानुगृह्णानं भूयन्ते विप्रियादयः।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। स्वम एव ब्राह्मणो भुङ्क्ते स्वं वस्ते स्वं ददाति च तस्येन तस्यैवानुग्रहेणानं भुञ्जते क्षत्रियादयः। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। स्वमेव ब्रह्मणो भुङ्क्ते स्वं वस्ते स्वं ददाति च तस्यावनुग्रहेणानं भुञ्जते क्षत्रियादयः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। थैंक
हरे
यू।
कृष्ण प्रभु जी। प्रणाम प्रभु जी। स्वमेव ब्राह्मणो भुङ्क्ते स्वं वस्ते स्वं ददाति च तस्यावनुग्रहेणानं भुञ्जत क्षत्रियादयः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। थैंक यू।
done, everybody? Great. Swam
Swam
Om
Om
Eva,
Eva
certainly.
Sati
Brahmanaha, the Brahmana. Bhukte, enjoy. Swam Om Vaste, clothing. Swam Om Dadati, gifts and charity. Cha, and Tasya, his. Eva, certainly. Anugrahena, by the mercy of Annam, good grace. Punjate, eats. Kshatriyadayaha, other divisions of society, headed by the Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras eat their food by virtue of the Brahmanas' mercy. It is the Brahmanas who enjoy their own property, clothe themselves with their own property, and give charity with their own property. Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras eat their food by virtue of the Brahmanas' mercy. It is the Brahmanas who enjoy their own property, clothe themselves with their own property, and give charity with their own property.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Yeah.
Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is worshipped with the words Namo Brahmanya Devaya, which indicate that the Supreme Lord accepts the Brahmanas as worshipable gods. The Supreme Lord is worshipped by everyone, yet, to teach others, he worshipped the Brahmanas. Everyone should follow the instruction of the Brahmanas, for their only business is to spread Shabda Brahma or Vedic knowledge all over the world. When there is scarcity, when there is scarcity, of Brahmanas to spread Vedic knowledge, chaos throughout human society results. Since Brahmanas and Vaishnavas are direct servants of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they do not depend on others. In actuality, everything in the world belongs to the Brahmanas, and out of their humility, the Brahmanas accept charity from the Kshatriyas or kings and the Vaishyas or merchants. Everything belongs to the Brahmanas, but the Kshatriya government and the mercantile people keep everything in custody like bankers, and whenever the Brahmanas need money, the Kshatriyas and Vaishyas should supply it. It is like a savings account with money which the depositor can draw out at his will. The Brahmanas, being engaged in the service of the Lord, have very little time to handle the finances of the world, and therefore the riches are kept by the Kshatriyas or the kings, who are to produce money upon the Brahmanas' demand. Actually, the Brahmanas or Vaishnavas do not live at others' cost. They live by spending their own money, although it appears that they are collecting this money from others. Kshatriyas and Vaishyas have no right to give charity, for whatever they possess belongs to the Brahmanas. Therefore, the charity should be given by the Kshatriyas and Vaishyas under the instructions of the Brahmanas. Unfortunately, at the present moment there is a scarcity of Brahmanas, and since the so called Kshatriyas and Vaishyas do not carry out the orders of the Brahmanas, the world is in a chaotic condition. The second line of this verse indicates that the Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and the Shudras eat only by virtue of the Brahmanas' mercy. In other words, they should not eat anything which is forbidden by the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas and Vaishnavas know what to eat, and by their personal example, they do not eat anything which is not offered first to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They eat only prasada or remnants of the food offered to the Lord. The Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and the Shudras should eat only Krishna Prasada, which is afforded them by the mercy of the Brahmanas. They cannot open slaughterhouses and eat meat, fish, or eggs, or drink liquor, or earn money for this purpose without authorization. In the present age, because society is not guided by the Brahmanical instruction, the whole population is only absorbed in sinful activities. Consequently, everyone is deservedly being punished by the laws of nature. This is the situation in this age of Kali. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shundravadi Pashata Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Swameva Brahmano Bhunte, Samvaste Samadadati Cha, Tasyaiva Anugrahena Nam, Punjate Kshatriyadayaha. The Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras eat the food by virtue of the Brahmana's mercy. It is the Brahmanas who enjoy their own property, clothe themselves with their own property, and give charity with their own property. Hare Krishna. Very interesting. It is logical, but we never heard spoken so frankly. We have not one instance, like many instances, of somebody being charitable, very, very charitable to the Brahmanas. We have the Bali Maharaj as an example, gave everything to Vaman Deva. We have example, any other example you can think of from the Shastra? Somebody is very charitable to the Brahmanas. Huh? Dasharath? Yes. What did he give? Okay, to the... Yes.
Krishna himself.
Huh?
Krishna himself.
Yudhishthira Maharaj?
Yes. Krishna Yudhishthira.
Krishna himself, yes. Nanda Baba, very charitable, Krishna is born, distributing to the Brahmanas charity. Okay? Then?
मुन्ना है दूसरा फ्रिज को भी क्लीन करना है मुन्नी वो शायद वो जब आपको वो ये भी गंदा हुआ है अब आज नहीं हुआ
So people don't have any examples of charitable people. Okay. Now, the charity is seen generally in Bhagavad Gita. Charity is in three modes. Sattva-guna, it is given in proper knowledge. Rajoguna, it is and given happily. Okay. Rajoguna, it is done grudgingly. And Tamoguna, it is done to the wrong person at the wrong place. Charity is when it is done out of respect, then it is very natural. Suppose somebody tells you to do something and you respect that person, you do very happily. You don't respect, you do grudgingly. Kya I have to do? And Tamoguna, you don't even know whom to respect. Respect anybody. You are yourself in problem. So charity given at the right place, at the right time, to the worthy person with out of respect, that charity is in Sattva-guna. So now the knowledge is being given. But why was Prabhupada explained the Brahmanas were actually very, very absorbed in Krishna's service. They had no time. Just like sometimes we read, sannyasi was not cooking, correct? As the tradition, sannyasi was not. He has no time. He was busy. And Prabhupada is saying very interestingly, he said, world is suffering because there are no Brahmanas who are guiding the society. There are no Brahmanas and there is nobody, even though Brahmanas are giving instruction, people are not listening. So basically, without the Vedic knowledge, the world is suffering. And who distributes Vedic knowledge? The Brahmanas. So they have a utility actually. Not just previously when a king used to set up a kingdom, they used to collect some pure Brahmanas from some kingdom and bring. Suppose the king is making a tea. First he will bring Brahmanas, pure Brahmanas from some other kingdom, and give them a place to settle. Because that will be the center. They will be, the Brahmana is the symbol of purity. So people cannot follow like that 100%. But when the people look at them, they're so pure. If they follow to some extent Kshatriyas, lesser extent Vaishyas, very little extent Shudras. But the role model for the society, what people used to discuss about, was the Brahmanas. The whole culture was a Sattva-guna culture. When the culture is Sattva-guna, then the highest value automatically, when the goal of life is to become, pure, suppose you make a goal of life. I want to be somebody with pure heart, in which I can hold lotus feet of Krishna within my heart. And now when you want to do that, then such a person becomes your role model. But if there is some unwanted desire in the heart, some other kind of people become the role model. That's Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Kama-satta hita jnana yajante anya devataha. We see sometimes people start utilizing somebody who is actually not an important personality. There is another shloka in the Bhagavatam which talks about that. Swavidvara ustara kharai samsutaha purushaha pashuhu nayat karna patopetum jatu nama gadagrajaha. He says people are like dogs, hawks, camels and asses. It basically divides the world into these four kind of animals. They don't worship the Brahmana, they don't worship the Lord. Jatu nama gadagrajaha. In their ears, the name of the Lord does not enter. And Nayat Karna Patopetu, in their ears, Karna, the name of the Lord does not enter. So therefore, because they have no proper understanding what is the mission of life, so they start worshipping these animals. See, any society, just like I was joking, even in jail there are heroes. Some people go to jail, they say, udhar bhi duniya hai. He is a big man, Even though he's sitting inside the jail, he's kind of boss, hey, all of you come here. You have two servants. So there is this dunya in the prisoners also. Then even on the ghost, there is a dunya there also. There also some big ghosts are there, small ghosts are there. Big world is there. So based on the mode we are in, we live in a world where there are heroes, there are ideals, there are convictions. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna spent so much time at developing that. The kind of understanding you have, the kind of happiness you have, the kind of food you have, everything changes. But what we are talking about is Sattva-guna culture, where true, somebody may be Shudra. That's okay. But he wants to be a pure person like a Brahmin. That is Vedic culture. Brahminical culture, overall the culture is Brahminical. Somebody may be Kshatriya. Okay, I want to be somebody without any desire for money, for profit, for power. Otherwise, why they are listening to Brahmanas? It is not a rigid system that they will not, then they should not listen. Brahmana will give the pure knowledge. Vairagya vidya nija bhakti yoga sikshartam ekaha purusha puranaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari Kripavadi Vastaham Prapadye. You see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving Vairagya Vidya. We cannot give some excuse that I am not following Vairagya. We have to accept that. This is knowledge. But I may not be in the platform today to fully execute it. But I respect it. Just like we hear about the Goswamis, we cannot follow them, but we respect. So great they are. So in that way, the Brahmanas are the symbol of purity in the society. Everybody looks at them. They know they're so pure. And in their heart, they know they cannot be like that. Therefore, there is respect. Okay, so because there is a receive, we have this realization. Unless there is respect, there is no charity. Nobody will care. When there is respect, people are charitable. You understand? There is no respect, there is no charity. Even a slight doubt is there in the person's integrity, the person will not be charitable. What will you use? I can use the money better. No? Why will give to somebody else? But when there is a genuine respect in the heart, we feel so happy actually that we are able to help that person in some way. Correct? That was the Brahmanas. It's not that Brahmanas, like we went to the dham, no? They're coming in front of us and they're harassing us. Brahmano, merko dakshina. Brahmana will not be like. He will starve to death. This kind of charity. This is not charity, this is daya. I think you all understand this point. There are two kinds of things, SEVA and daya. SEVA is when you respect somebody and you say that I will be very grateful if something I can give you, you can utilize it. That is SEVA. And daya is, if you feel the person is starving, let me give him something to eat. So Prabhupada used to say, we should not live on daya, we should live on SEVA. Okay, so this is actually very important. Daya or SEVA. So we live on SEVA, not daya. So Brahmana lives on SEVA, not daya. Prabhupada gives in English, there is only one word, service. But it doesn't explain in detail. Either it is SEVA or daya. Like the government people say, I am servant of the society, I am servant of the country. They simply speak it. But proper, yesterday we were reading in the last class on Saturday. The first thing is that the king is not Jana Janardhan, they say. When they lose an election or win an election, this is Jana Janardhan. I am just a servant of the public. I am servant of God. Therefore, that is the very fault in the democratic system. The proper never like the democrats. The demon goes crazy. Because so many times king has to do something which people may not like. It is not good. They don't think it is good for them, but he knows it is good for them. That is higher platform. Hey, suppose you are a politician and you say that the no cigarette allowed, and then you will be voted out in the next election. You say no liquor allowed, you will be voted out. It's a very big problem. Like in Mangalore, at least you will not get a single vote. Everybody drinks it. What do you do? So it's very dangerous. So you cannot do good when it's called vox populi. Many thinkers say the biggest illusion of the 21st century is democracy. Biggest illusion. They call it free word. We want to protect the free word and therefore we are fighting. Biggest illusion. So Jana Janardana, they have that coined so many terms now. So it was not like that. The Brahmanas were symbols of purity and full of knowledge. And even the king will take advantage of that. The whole society will take advantage of the knowledge of the Brahmana. And something very interesting, this is something we never read in other places, that because they are the actual servants of God, all the property of the world belongs to them. This is interesting. And just like in a bank, you keep money, correct? You keep money in the bank. Anytime you go, you can collect your money. So people are only holding the money on behalf of the Brahmanas, and when they ask, it is stuck given back to you. Nobody will hesitate. But then, this cannot be for the Brahmanas, this is qualified Brahmanas. Like in Bhagavad Gita it is said, very nicely, Annad bhavati bhutani. Everybody lives on the Anna. Parajanya Anna Sambhavaha. And the Anna comes because of rain. Okay? And then Krishna gives an information, Yagnad bhavati parjanyaha. By Yagna, the rain is coming. That means if there is one pure Brahmana in a kingdom, or you are all wonderful devotees in cities, different cities, servants of Srila Prabhupada, a great Brahmana. Now when you are chanting Hare Krishna, actually you are feeding the whole city. People do not know that. Correct? People do not know, they do not accept, oh, what is it? All this I don't know. But actually it is true. Because of the chanting done by the devotees, people are actually eating food. There was once somebody came to Srila Prabhupada, Swamiji in Tamil Nadu, what do you speak about, Dvaita and Advaita? So Prabhupada started laughing. He said, what are you wasting your time with this argument? If Krishna is not pleased, you can't even eat your food. We do not know this. We think we are independent. I'm doing some job, therefore money is coming. And what the Brahmana has to do about it, correct? It doesn't look logical, I do work in a job and I work and at the end of the day I get salary. But this looks like that. It looks like that. Actually, everybody is maintained by the Lord, but it's not able to see that. Personally, everybody is, irrespective of what you are doing, that is only a means. Krishna is sending you money. Just like when you were in college, so we used to call home, Papa, I've landed in the college. Yes, beta. Now I need monthly you to send some money to me. Yes, I know, I have to do that. But for that, I need to open an account here. So you used to say you open an account in any branch you want. Just let me know the account number. Correct? I will send you one. So many times people give donation to the temple. What they say? You send me the account. So it doesn't matter which account number we send. Already the donor has decided how much money he wants to send. Correct? Similarly, father mother has decided how much money they want to send to the hostel for the student. It does not depend which bank he has account. That is not very important. What is important? It is not important which bank the account is there. The important is that he has already decided to send the money. Correct? Isn't it true? That decision is over. So actually, because of karma, we are getting comforts of life. Some of us are spending our karma, finishing our karma. Now suffering is going to come. Some of us are doing tapasya and building more karma. You know? Some people are doing sinful activities and their result is not seen immediately. It will come. It will come. Today, tomorrow, next life it will come. So nothing goes unpunished, nothing goes unrewarded. Now the Brahmanas, just by their chanting the names of the Lord and worshipping the Lord, they also create the highest punya for the kingdom. Tons and tons of punya they are created. They are actually, the punya, currency, money is only a reflection of the punya. Punya Shamana Kirtana. Shanvatam Sakata Krishna Punya Shamana Kirtana. Even if suppose somebody is chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, he is not doing a devotion. Punya is created. But if he does a devotion, then love of Krishna will manifest within his heart. So the Brahmanas are actually, by their service to the Lord, are accumulating billions and trillions, just like we say, as somebody is rich, always some devotees calculate, because you're chanting so many names of the Lord, you're a millionaire, you're a billionaire. Actually, it is true in every sense. He is actually the rich man. Because of him, Lord is bestowing wealth on earth. So don't you think they are special now? Because in your city you are sitting, and you are sitting, and Sureshwar Prabhu is sitting in Bombay and sitting and chanting. Krishna is supplying money there. They may say it's all the money of India, 60% general. Yeah, because there's some nice devotee sitting and chanting there. Otherwise there will be calamity. There will be war, there will be civil war. How many countries look at their condition? When there is no punya, what is their condition? Look at their condition. All people killing each other. Appa, horrible. What's happening, they say, in Syria and so many countries. Can't imagine. So unless there is some blessing of the Lord, people will just eat each other. They just eat each other, they'll kill each other. Try to understand. The Brahmanas give a symbol of purity. So because of that, they bring peace in the society. The Brahmanas give knowledge, because of which they give direction and aim of life for the whole society. Brahmanas worship the Lord, and because of worship the Lord's blessings come to that place. And most important, Brahmanas carry the Supreme Lord within their heart. Automatically when Narayana, their Lakshmi will also come. Therefore Prabhupada says, you don't have to think about getting Lakshmi, you think about getting Narayana. Lakshmi will come behind. So the way we can understand, this is not easy. So this kind of a conclusion, just like we go out to meet people to build our final thing remaining here at the college, we should understand. In fact, I remember a long time ago, I was in book distribution. So I was, little always fighting with my president, give me more people, I want to distribute more books. So he used to say, no, see, so many devotees are going for collection. I said, what kind of preaching is it? Just go to people, give me money, give me money. We don't preach. He said, no, there are also Lakshmi liberation preachers. Just like Ravana was holding Lakshmi. So Hanumanji, what he does? He liberates Lakshmi from, it has come to the wrong place. So these people are like prostitute hunters. So many people are engaged in sinful activities, but they are holding Lakshmi, Sita. So liberate the Lakshmi from their hand and bring to the service of the Lord. This is another way to look at it. When a Brahmana takes money from Kshatriya and Vaishya, actually they would have misused the money. But he uses the money for the worship of the Lord, and they are very happy. Therefore charity should be given with faith. Otherwise it's daya, and nobody should take daya. So therefore the Brahmanas were such an example, commanding such respect from the society, that it was. But the society was also Brahminical society. Try to understand this one. Okay, I may not be having sattvic qualities today, but I want. I respect. So great he is. So Prabhupada says actually previously the success of society was Sattva-guna. And today it is Rajoguna, because if somebody works hard, becomes very successful, The Shri Radha Govinda ki, whole society talks about it. Nobody talks about somebody very pure, very good person. No? They don't value that. The parents look at the child. My dear child, see what have you done in your life? You've only accumulated this much money. There's hardly anybody respecting you in the society. Your life is a failure. They say that. But they don't say, my dear child, I see such a pure heart you have achieved. Now what is the ornament of a Brahmana? Sadhava sadhu abhushan, titikshavaha karunika, very, very tolerant. The Brahmana developed this quality, is very tolerant. Karunika is very, very merciful. So personally people give pain to you, he tolerates it. Titikshavaha. Karunika is very, very merciful to the other living entity. Suhrida sarva bhutanam, his wishes well for the whole world. Titikshava karunikaha surita sarva bhutana ajata shatravaha, he doesn't have an enemy. Shantaha is very peaceful. Sadhava sadhu bhushanam. This is the abhushanas of a sadhu. Now, there is also a chapter in Bhagavad Gita, Daiva Sampada and Asura Sampada. Today, what is people attracted to is actually Asura Sampada. These Sampadas make us just proud. Janma Sharya Shuta Shivi. We are actually interested in Asura Sampada today. But Bhagavad Gita talks of Daiva Sampada. It's the Daiva Sampada that takes us back to Godhead. Asura Sampada makes us remain in this world. So Brahmana is actually holding Daiva Sampada within his heart, but which is not easily understandable. You see that? Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says, no, Sita Prajna Saka Bhasha. He's interested in Brahminical culture. He's a Kshatriya. He's playing the role of a Kshatriya. Kshatriya may not be in purity. He's pure, he's a pure devotee. But Kshatriya may not be having Brahminical qualities. But he's interested. Sita Prajna Saka Bhasha. He's looking for association. If a Brahmana comes to the palace, the king will drop everything. He wants to have his association for some time. He wants to improve. Sita Prajna Saka Bhasha. And what is the first quality of a Sita Prajna? Prajahati yada kama. He gives us all varieties of enjoyment. Sarva partha manogata. A person understands that everything is just an hallucination of the mind. Manogata. So Brahmana, another way, when Prahlad Maharaj was asked by Hiranyakashipu, there was a conversation. So at that time, Hiranyakashipu says, my dear child, your enemy, why you are worshipping my enemy? So Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear father, there is no enemy except your own mind. We have no other enemy. So that Brahmana has conquered that enemy. And other people, he says, my dear father, there are many fools like you, he says that, who have conquered the whole world, but they could not control their mind. Brahmana has controlled the mind. So he has achieved real victory in society. For society, okay, people, oh, I got one new car, I got one new TV. We also take satisfaction in that way because we are contaminated by Rajaguna Tamaguna. But when we get Brahminical culture, when we, every day, when we win, now I am able to control this thing in my mind. Now I am able to control this thing in my mind. Now I am able to control this thing in my mind. The Brahmana feels very, very peaceful and happy. Therefore, the message given by the king was to Vishwamitra, Punarjanama Jaya, a proper person. How is your victory of birth and death going on? Because that is the mission of life. Brahmana is in front of the whole society. Punarjanama Jaya is trying to win over birth and death. And other people just, how fortunate you. You see, who is most fortunate? Now today, because you're contaminated Rajaguna, Tamaguna, we hear about Ambani and Adani, how they are so fortunate. Some people utilize them, some people are envious of them. Every day they take their name. But whatever it is, actually people think they are the most fortunate, correct? But you see Ambani, Adani, and next you think one. The sadhu is there, the sannyasi is there, who's full of spiritual knowledge. And whom do you think is most fortunate? That shows your which culture you are following, Brahminical culture or Rasic Tamasic culture. Understand? Which is most fortunate? But in the Vedic culture, the most fortunate person was everybody thought of Brahmana. He's so fortunate. He's able to control his mind. He's able to control his senses. Just like you look at Srila Prabhupada, the most fortunate personality. Prabhupada says in Bhagavatam very nicely for Pandavas. He says the Pandavas by all good luck. By all good luck means most fortunate, but malleable servants of the Lord. Okay? So appreciate this principle. We are talking about not birth Brahmanas. We have nothing to do with that. We are talking about a qualified Brahmana. He is actually very, very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. So that is the condition here. Very fortunate position. And so fortunate that he keeps Krishna within his heart. He's so fortunate, the whole wealth of the world actually belongs to him. And whenever he wants, people just, he's so happy. Just like Prabhupada saying, it's like a bank. Actually money belongs to him. Just like you have money, you keep in bank, for security, a headache, so he keeps his money. So Kshatriyas, actually he is so capable, if he does administration, Kshatriya cannot match. He is so capable, if he does business, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas cannot match. Nobody can match him. And there was some emergency, sometimes the Brahmana takes work of a Kshatriya or a Vaishya. So people know because he is involved in the higher pursuit, out of his humility he has given up all this. Because he is absorbed in higher pursuit, he is not interested in making. Sometimes some mistake happened, he would, oh, I am also expert, I can also make money. That I become very famous and successful. So these are all old stories. So not Krishna is there with somebody like, therefore money is there with me, therefore Krishna is there with me. So our real mission of life, because Krishna will play all this dance of money, sometime no money, honor, sometime no honor, to train us, then actually real thing is that in our life, to have faith in Krishna. And that is the greatest asset with which you live. Correct? We cannot tie money with us and go. What you are going to leave in this world is our faith in the Lord. How much you have cultivated faith in the Lord, that is the real asset. And Brahmana has that sampada, Daiva sampada is having it. He has firm faith in the Lord. Samadama tapa shaucham shanti marjana evacha jnana vijnana astikyam. Firm faith in the Lord, firm faith. Brahma karma svabhava. Therefore they are respected in the society. But today that perspective is lost, so therefore we think Brahmanas are taken as parasites in the society. Many rich people, when I meet them, they may be religious, and because of the beautiful Vedic culture, remnant of that is still there. When you go, they give some dakshina, Swamiji, you take this money, you can use it for the temple. But their children, when I meet them, the next generation, they have lost interest. There is money, we can make some house for poor people, where you have to give a dakshina to the Brahmanas. They have no respect, because that's how it is. So therefore they don't like to give charity. Okay, Hare Krishna. Anything somebody wants to add now? Brahmanas being so respectable, they're owning the whole world.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Any comments, any good example?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
See, I've read somewhere that Brahmanas depend on charity. But here it's written that Brahmanas clothe themselves from their own property, give charity with their own property. So I'm just a little bit confused.
No, externally in humility he goes for riksha, the Brahmana. Okay? But internally, in a higher spiritual sense, the person should happily, readily give to a qualified Brahmana, because actually the thing belongs to him.
Okay.
Now take an example. Now you go to your father's house, take a So actually a house belongs to you, no? Correct? True? You're the son. So Brahmana are the real sons of the Lord, so actually everything belongs to them. Yeah, Dr. Dinesh, any analysis of this?
That's all.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Now, we have been told, or rather it is said that in Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra. There is no Brahmana, no Kshatriya, or no Vaishya. So how do we contemplate on this issue? That there are Brahmanas in the society who can guide us and who could act as mentors for the rest of the society.
Agreed. On its own, Kali Yuga is Shudra Sabha, everybody is a Shudra, correct? But by training, Janmana Jayate Shudra, by birth everybody is a Shudra. Asamskarat bhave dujaha. By samskara we can bring them to get diksha, initiation, dvija. And then Veda Pata and Vidupra, under the guidance of Guru when he studies the Veda, he become a learned man. And then Brahma Janati iti Brahmanaha. When he understands what is Brahman, then he becomes a Brahmana. So it is not that when you say Kalo Shudra Sambhava means people cannot be changed. It can be changed. But default people are, it's a general statement. Just like we make a general statement, all the devatas are Sakama Bhakta. But there are pure devotees also. No? Ganesha is a pure devotee, Lord Shiva is a pure devotee. No? They are not Sakama Bhaktas. But a general statement is made. Because there are crores of devatas. So general statement for society is, yes, people are Shudras and Kali Yuga. But they can be trained. Okay?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you. Dandvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Since these words actually can be, as you said, everything belongs to the Lord. Because everything ultimately belongs to the Lord. And if you quote Vishnu Sahasranama, this names actually, you think Brahmana, that is kind of religious person, but actually always say Brahmana, Brahmin, Brahma, Brahmana, Brahmari, Brahmana. That is all counted as names in household institutions.
Okay.
It's a wonderful way of glorifying the Lord along with.
So Prabhuji is saying Brahmanas are very dear to the Lord. Very dear to the Lord. Sometimes they referred in the Vishnu Sahasranama. I have little knowledge. Yes, Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Makkar, fatafat speak, otherwise we're ending now. So today is Ekadashi.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Sadar Pranam. I have one question that I often come across people, like I have seen them praying. That's a good thing. But where it comes to realizing the power of God and accepting that He is the doer of all, He is the cause of all activities, bowing down in front of His authority, they claim that they are the doers. So that thing really, Bhagwan kya kar lega? They speak like that. So we have done it. So that thing really makes me feel strange that if you are like that, if you are like that, one side that is duality. One side you are praying and other side you are not willing to accept the authority of God. So how to deal with this? Pray for them.
Okay, now I understand. That is realization. Okay, realization. There is, unless you become a pure devotee, there is always a duplicity. Okay? So when you become a pure devotee, then it is duplicity will happen. Okay? At this moment it is there. I am chanting Hare Krishna, but I am not hearing the holy name. I am offering bhoga to the Lord, I have no love in my heart. I'm bowing down to the Lord, but I have no respect in my heart. We are all duplicitous now, hypocrites. Okay?
So I can pray for them. I can pray for them, and will it work?
No, at this moment it is like that only. See, just like we have to go through the stage patiently.
Okay.
Be patient. Nishaya, dhairya, patiently.
I myself was like that.
Just now. We are doing service to the Lord, but mind is not with us. Mind is revolting. So there is some kind of a problem. So when the mind is purified, then imagine how beautiful the things are. Okay?
And one more thing, one more question. I feel really bad when I see that my brothers and sisters, when I feel that they are not that much inclined, they don't chant the name of God. They think I waste my time. But one of them have said to me also, and they don't realize the value, worth, and power of it. So I want them also to get that inclination, the mercy Lord showed on me. I want them also to become connected, and that will look very beautiful. So what to do? Only prayers I can offer. Only prayers I can offer. That nothing else I can do.
For prayers, we can engage them. Agya Sukriti. See, you have to purchase Krishna, like Prabhupada says, a small child when he bows down, credit, in the account credit is there. You need some amount of credit to develop some faith in the Lord. So engage in the service of the Lord, knowingly, unknowingly. You say, bring me some flowers, can you clean this place, can you blow the conch? Small thing people can do, engagement. So gradually they increase their sukriti, and without their knowledge, they become devoted. Because you are helping them easily there. Credit. So much credit develops, then they can purchase Krishna. Okay?
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Patiently, you put money in their pocket. So when there's money in their pocket, they can purchase Krishna. Patiently, you have to slowly keep adding. Okay? You offer something to the Lord, give them prasadam. Okay? Some way or another. In your house, decorative house, nice paintings of Krishna. They see this, oh, so beautiful painting. Correct? Some thought comes. Gradually, let it accumulate. So sometimes what happens is that we got mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. So we should be patient. Unless they get the mercy, they will not develop faith. So you have to have patience. Okay? Come to the situation that it's not, you cannot spread Krishna consciousness by some kind of a method or some magic. No. It's the mercy. So Prabhupada is saying, now Krishna conscious movement is spreading all around the world in the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now we don't even understand the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I told him this, therefore he's chanting. No, nothing to do with that. He has faith. He has developed faith that he got mercy. He got mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we should have that thing that, okay, I got mercy, but why not other person get mercy? So pray to the Lord. And we feel very happy when somebody takes up to Krishna consciousness. In fact, our faith is encouraged. When you see a new person started chanting Hare Krishna, feel happy. We also feel encouraged in what we are doing. Okay? Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna. Vacha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhaveva patitana pavaneva vaishnavanava.
Namo Namah. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Danda Pranam.
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Ram, Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Ram.
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare
की जय
Hare Krishna
राधा गोविंद की
Hare Ram Ram Ram
की
हरे
God is
हरे
happy.
गौर निताई
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare